Welcome in this class again. In this class, I will again discuss remains all problems which has left by me in the previous classes, which is related to multiple and multiple angle formula. In the previous class, I have already discussed a lot of problems which is relevant to multiple and multiple angle formula. But in this class, I will again discuss some standard problems, which is very important for you. Sometimes it is also asked in many kind of competition examination. So I want to write problems for you firstly. Example 28. Suppose that I have taken, I think up to 27 I have already discussed in the previous video. In this video I will discuss from 28. First question will be find the value of 10 pi by 8. Find 10 pi by 8. Now there arises a simple problem. How can you find the value of 10 pi by 8? There is two ways. First of all, you can find if you know the value of sin pi by 8 and cos pi by 8, you can solve. But I think you don't know the value of 10 pi by 8 and cot pi by 8. So I want to tell you by another way. I think can you let theta is equal to pi by 4. Then this become then pi by 8 is equal to what? Theta by 2. So as you know that tan theta is equal to what? 2 tan theta by divided by 1 minus tan square theta by. Do you know? Here theta is equal to pi by 4. Can you write here? And 2 tan theta by 2 is equal to what? Pi by 8 divided by 1 minus tan square pi by 8. That implies that 10 pi by 4 is equal to 1. Can you write 2 into y divided by 1 minus y square, where 10 pi by 8 is equal to what? Y. I had supposed simply. Thereafter, I want to rub this part. If you rub this part, what do you get? 1 minus y square is equal to 2y. That implies that y square plus 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. So, by discriminant formula, y is equal to minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac. That means 4 for 8 divided by 2a. After taking common 2, you get finally minus 1 plus minus root under 2 divided by 1 simply. And as you know that pi by 8 lies in first quadrant, so you can write since pi by 8 belongs to first quadrant, so 10 pi by 8 is equal to what? Root 2 minus 1, because if you take minus 1 minus root 2, then it becomes negative. As you know that theta lies in first quadrant, in which tan doesn't become negative, so you get tan pi by 8 is equal to root 2 minus 1. This is the simple way by which you can get your correct answer. Now I want to take another problems for you. Again 29. I think this is good problem for you. In 29, they asked you prove that 10 11 pi by 24. This is good problem for you. 10 11 pi by 24 is equal to root 2 plus root 3 plus root 4 plus root 6. Root 2 plus root 3 plus root 4 plus root 6. You have to prove it. How can you solve this problem? Again, I want to tell you. Firstly, 10 11 pi by 24. If you simplify 11 pi by 24, it becomes that angle about which you don't know. So I want to simplify it. Can you write 10 pi by 2 minus 11 pi by 24? Can you write? Now it becomes 10 because 12 pi minus 11 pi, that will be 12 11. That will be sorry, 1 minute, I want to say again. Pi by 24, that becomes pi by 11 pi minus pi by. So this is correct. 10 pi by 2 minus theta will be what? Cot pi by 24. Now cot pi by 4 is equal to what? Cos pi by 4 divided by sin pi by 4. Can you write? Sin pi by 4. Now here arises a simple question. In numerator you get cos pi by 4. You get cos pi by 4. If you multiply numerator and denominator by cos pi by 4, what do you get? In numerator you get cos square pi by 24, and in denominator you get sin pi by 24 into cos pi by 24. with multiplication to else. Here I have multiplied in numerator and denominator by 2 cos pi by 4. In that case you get 2 cos square pi by 24, and in denominator you get 2 sin pi by 24 into cos pi by 24. Now here it is 2 cos square theta. What is the formula of 2 cos square theta? Simply 1 plus cos 2 theta. 2 theta, that means pi by 12 divided by. In denominator you get sin 2 sin pi by 4 into cos pi by 4, that means sin 2 theta, that means sin pi by 12 again. Now it becomes very simplified formula, cos pi by 12. What is this? 1 plus cos pi by 12 is equal to what? I think you can also find, but I want to give you another formula, because pi by 12, that means 180 degree by 12, that will be what? 15 degree. You can find, but I want to, it becomes cos 15 degree divided by. Here in denominator you get sin 15 degree. Now you have to find the value of cos 15 degree and sin 15 degree, and you have to put it. Now there is a simple problem questions. How can you find cos 15 and sin 15 degree? Using compound angle formula, you can find the cos 15 and sin 15. I think you can write cos 15 is equal to cos 15 45 minus 30, and use cos minus b. Simply you can find. Similarly, sin 15 is equal to sin 45 minus 30, and you have to again use sin a minus b. After it you get both formula, and you have to put the formula and simplify. After simplifying you get root 3 plus root 2 plus root 4 plus root 6, which is your required answer for you. Now I want to take again next problem for me, 30. In the 30 there is given 3 problems for you. That will be 30. In this problem, prove that first will be sin pi by 10 plus sin 13 pi by 10 sin 13 pi by 10 is equal to minus 1 by 2. You have to prove the sin pi by 10 plus sin 13 pi by 10 is is equal to minus 1. How can you solve? I think pi by 10 is equal to what? 18 degree. Big number. So you can put in the value of sin pi by 10. Now you have to convert this angle in simplified form, so that you can put directly in this expression in LHS. Can you write from LHS sin pi by 10 plus sin 13 pi by 10 can be written as pi plus pi by 3 pi by 10? I think you understand that. Now here you have to apply sin pi by 10 plus, it becomes sin pi plus theta. What is the formula of sin pi plus theta? Sin pi plus theta, that means it lies in second quadrant, so you can write sin minus 3 pi by 10. It becomes 3 pi by 10. I want to write in simplified form. Pi by 10, that means 18 degree minus. It becomes 18 into 3, that means 54 degree. Now sin 18 degree, what is the value of sin 54? 54 will be cos 36, because 54 and 36 will be complementary angles. So you can write sin 18 degree minus the cos 36 degree. Now you have to put the value of sin 18 degree. As you know that sin 18 degree is equal to what? Root under 5 minus 1 divided by 4 minus, what is the value of cos 36? Cos 36 is equal to root 5 plus 1 divided by 4. After simplifying you get minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 and minus 1 upon 4, that will be what? Minus 1 upon 4, which will be your required answer. I think you understand again this problem. Now I take the second problem of 30. In the 32, there is given, you have to prove cos square 66 degree minus sin square 6 degree is equal to root under 5 minus 1 divided by 8. You have to solve it. How can you solve? Again, prove that from LHS, you have to go from LHS. A square minus B square will be what? A plus B. A plus B. I want to again simplify that. I think you know cos 60 or sin 6. Suppose that sin 6. Cos square A minus sin square B. Here it is cos square A, it is sin square B. Now, simply, firstly write from LHS cos square 66. Simply write cos square 66 can be written as 1 minus sin square 66 degree minus sin square 60 degree. Now take 1 minus. If you take common minus, you get sin 66, sin square 66 plus sin square 6 degree. If you take minus 1 common, you get sin square 66 and sin square 66. One minute wait. I think in this problem don't go by this way. You go by simply a square minus b square. You can simplify a plus b into a minus b. Can you write? Now here cos c plus here sin 6 or here cos 66 can be written as sin 26. Sorry, 26 not 66 24 plus sin 6 plus it will be again sin 24 plus minus sin 6. How do we think about it? Because cos 66 can be written as cos 90 minus 20 cos 90 minus 24. Now cos 90 minus 24 will be what? Sin 24. I think you understand. Now sin c plus sin d is equal to what? 2 sin c plus d by 2, that means 24 plus 6. That means 30 by 2. 30 by 2, that means 15 into cos c minus d by 2, that means 24 minus 6, 18 by 2, that means 9 degree into. Again you can apply sin c minus sin d, that will be what? 2 cos c plus d by 2, 24 plus 6, that means 30. Again here you get 15 degree into sin 9 degree. Now you have to arrange this term. You have to write here and you have to write near to each other. Then you get tan sin 15 degree into cos 15 degree into 2 sin 9 degree into cos 9 degree. After it you get, it becomes sin 30 and it becomes sin 80. I think you know the value of sin 30 is equal to 1 upon 2 into sin 18 is equal to root under 5 minus 1 divided by 4. That will be root under 5 minus 1 divided by 8, which is the required answer. I think you understand how can you solve this kind of all problems. Firstly, you have to simplify given expression in such a way such that you know the value of that angle. I think before previous class, I think according to previous class, you know only the value of some particular angle as 0 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree. But after that, you get also some other value of trigonometry as 18 degree, 15 degree, 16 degree, as like it, or a combination of the linear combination of 15 degree, a multiple or some multiple of 15 and half, multiple or some multiple. You can, if you know 15 degree, you can find the value of 15 by 2. 15 by 2 by 2. Similar way, you are 15 into 2 into 2. You can also find. Now, again, I want to take next problem for you. 13 third. 13 third. In 13 third, it is 13 third. You have to prove that sin 12 degree into sin 48 is sin 48 into sin 54 is equal to 1 upon 8. You have to prove it. How can you solve? I think it is also very easy for you. Now, I want to give you for firstly from LHS. If you multiply by 2 and divide by 2, what do you get? You get 2 times sin 48 into sin 12 into sin 54. I think you understand. Now, it becomes 1 upon 2 into sin 2 sin 48 into sin 12. What is the formula of 2 sin A into sin B? I think you know. The formula will be cos C plus cos A minus B. That means A minus B. Here 48 minus 12 will be what? 36. So it will be cos 36 minus cos A plus B. That means 48 plus 12. That means 60 into sin 54. Sin 54 will be what? Cos 36. So you can write cos 36. Now you have to find the value of cos 36, cos 60, cos 36. After it you get 1 upon it simply. Now I think you understand logics behind the question. Again I take next problem for you. Next problem for you will be 31. What is the problem 31? See again. 31. Prove that cos 36 into cos 72 into cos 108 into cos 144 is equal to 1 upon 60. I think this is also very easy for you. How? Firstly see here, from LHS cos 36 remains same and cos 72 you have to again left it. You can write also cos 72 is equal to what? Sin 18. I want to tell you sin cos, tan cot, sec cosec are complementary angle are equal to complementary angle. That means if what is the value of angle? If you add in 72 you get 90 degree 18. So you can write cos 72 is equal to sin 18. Similarly cos 108, what is the value of, can you write it as into, what is the value of it, can you write it, sorry, 180 minus 36, it becomes more easy for you. Now it becomes cos 36 into sin 18 into cos 90 plus theta will be what? Cos 90 plus theta is equal to minus sin theta into cos 180 minus theta will be what? In second quadrant cos will be negative, so you can again write minus cos 36. Where minus minus cancel, you can write plus directly. Now you have to put the value of cos 36, sin 18, cos 36. I think sin 18 is equal to what? You know the value of sin 18 is equal to root under 5 minus 1 by 4 and cos 36 is equal to root under 5 plus 1 by 4. This is the simple way by which we can solve this problem again. Now, again, I want to take next problem for you. 31 second problem for you. 31 second will be cos 6 degree into cos 42 degree into cos 66 degree into cos 78 degree is equal to 1 upon 60. You have to prove it. How can you solve? This is simple very problem for you. Firstly, you have to go from LHS. You have to write this angle each other near. After multiplying 2 and divide also 2 to cos 66 into cos 6 into cos 42 and it will be 78. Now again you have to take near to each other, multiplying 2 and divide by 2. You get cos 42 into cos 78. I think you understand. Now you have to simply write here 2 cos A into cos B. Cos A minus B, that means 66 minus 6, that means 60, minus cos 66 plus 6, that means what? 72. Into 1 upon 2 into here 42 and 18, that will be cos A, that means if you subtract cos 24 1 minute wait, if you take 78, suppose that here is 78, what will be happen? Okay. Dot. You can write it cos 78 into cos 42. In that case, if you apply formula, what do you get? Cos 36 plus, minus cos 78 minus 42. Addition A to C cos 120. I think you understand. Nothing. Simply use here formula cos A into cos B. Cos A into cos B is equal to what? there should be addition sign, sorry. Cos A into cos A into cos B is equal to cos A plus B. You can write here cos A into cos B is equal to, here there should be 2 cos A into cos B is equal to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Simply I have used that formula, otherwise nothing. Now you have to put the value of cos 60, cos 72. Cos 72 is equal to 1, sin 80. Cos 36 is equal to, I have already told you, root under 5. Cos 36, which will be root under 5 plus 1 by 4. And cos 1 upon 2, cos 120 will be what? Minus half. Now you have to put the value and manipulate it. There is a multiplication sign. I think you understand it. Now I take again 32 examples, 32 for you. In the 32, they ask to you 32. In this problem, find the value of it. They ask to you find the value of sin pi by 5 into sin 2 pi by 5 into sin 3 pi by 5 into sin 4 pi by 5. How can you find? I think what is the value of pi by 5? 180, that means by 5 that will be 36. So I want to tell you again, it will be sin 36 into sin 72 into sin 108 into sin 144. Now I think sin 36 you know, into sin 72 is also known. How can you find the sin 72? It will be cos 80 into sin 108 will be what? Because sin 188 can be written as sin 90 plus 18. Sin 90 plus theta will be what? Minus cos 80. So you can write minus cos 80. Similarly, it can be written as what? It lies in second quadrant. So it will be cos 36. Now there is a simple question. How do you write cos 36? Because 144 can be written as 180 minus 36, and sin 180 minus 36 will be minus cos 36. So I have written it. Now you have to simply put the value of cos 36, sin 36, cos 18, sin 18. After it becomes very easy for you. Now I take a next problem for you. 33. Sorry, 32 2. In 32 2, find the value of tan 9 degree. Find the value of tan 9 degree minus tan 77 degree minus tan 63 degree minus plus tan 80 degree. Sorry, 81 degree. You have to find the value of this expression. There is plus sign. How can you solve this problem? I think you think if I know the value of, if you know the value of tan 9, tan 26, tan 73, tan 81, it becomes more easier. But you don't know the value of these angles for 10. So you definitely think another way. I want to write another way. Can you write tan 90? I think tan 81. Tan 81. Can you write tan 90 minus 9? Because 90 minus 9 will be 81. Now you have to apply tan 90 minus theta will be what? Cot theta. That means, can you write tan 90 minus cot theta? That means cot 9 minus tan 27 minus here. What is the value of tan 63? It will be again cot 27 degree. Now here you get sorry, there is a plus sign because 81 will be cot 9. Now if you take common minus, it will be tan 9 minus cot 9 minus tan 27 plus cot 27. Very amazing expression. I think do you know a very important formula for you and very useful? Tan A plus cot A is equal to what? tan A plus cot A is equal to what? It will be sec 2A. Now definitely to arise a simple question. How can you tell about it will be sec, sorry, 1 minute better. 2 into cosec 2A. It will be 2 into cosec 2A. 2 cosec 2A is equal to tan A into tan A plus cot A. Now I want to prove it. Tan A is equal to, can you write it sin A by cos A plus cot A is equal to cos A by sin. After manipulating it, you get sin A into cos A, and numerator you get sin square A plus cos square. As you know that sin square A plus cos square is equal to 1 divided by sin A into cos A. And 1 upon sin A into cos A, if you multiply numerator by 2 and denominator, what you get 2 times cosec 2A simply. I think you understand. Now, can you write directly it 2 into cosec 2 into 9, that means 80 degree, minus 2 into, it will be cosec 54 degree. I think you understand. Now it becomes very easy for you. How it becomes easy? If you take 2 common, it will be 1 upon sin 80 degree minus, it will become 1 upon cosec 54, that means sin 54, and sin 54 is equal to what? Cos 36. Now you have to put the value of sin 80 and cos 36 and you have to proceed. Definitely you will get your correct answer. I don't take interest to solve this kind of calculation. Now I take 33 for you. Very amazing problems for you. So I want to take this expression 33. In 33, prove that they asked to prove that sin A, sorry, cos A into cos 2A, cos A into cos 2A into cos 4A into cos 8A dot cos 2 to the power n A minus 1A is equal to sin 2 to the power n A divided by 2 to the power n sin A. You have to prove it. Now, I want to tell you how can you solve this problem. There are 2 procedures by which you can solve it. First will be by mathematical induction, and the second will be by your hypothetical concept. That means your intuitive idea. Now, I want to tell you, if you multiply this expression by sin A and if you multiply this expression by 2 sin A and divide and so, what do you get? Can you write 1 by 2 sin A into 2 sin A into cos 2 sin A into cos A into cos 2A into cos 4A into cos 8A dot cos 2 to the power n minus 1 into A. Can you write? Now it becomes 2 sin A into, here it is 2 sin A into cos A. What will be the formula? It's cos 2A into, sorry, sin 2A into cos 2A into cos 4A into cos 8A dot. Now again, if you multiply numerator and denominator again 2, what do you get? In denominator you get 2 to the power 2 and it becomes again what? 2 sin 2A into cos 2A. What will be the formula of sin 2 sin 2A into cos 2A? You definitely tell again 1 upon 4 sin A into sin 4A into cos 4A into cos 8A dot. I think you understand. Now, if you multiply again in this factor by 2, what do you get? Here will be 2 to the power 2. Now here will be 2 to the power 3. In that case again you get 2 sin 4A into cos 4A, that means sin 2A. That means in that case it becomes sin 8A. Now you can write similarly. Here you observe by observation. You can write here by observation. By observation. Now you consider here. If I want to tell you, suppose that there are only 2 terms. There are only 2 terms. If there are only 2 terms, in that case, what will be happen? you get 2 sin in first case you get, if you want to get this expression, then you have to multiply 2. That means in first case you multiply only by 2, then you get by at this expression 2 sin 2 sin 2a cos 2a cos 4a cos 8 is by this way. Again you multiply 2 and go second step, you get sin 4a cos 4a. But if you see here, what will be happen in each step? If you see what will be happen, you observe that only this angle increases by a factor. By what? That factor will be 2 to the power. If you multiply by 3 here, that means if you raise power 3, if you raise power 3 by hidden rod, then you get here 2 to the power 3, then it will be 2 to the power 2. If you get 2 to the power 2, then you get 2 to the power 1. This is the observation. That means you can say that here, there if you multiply by 2 to the power n, if you multiply by 2 to the power n, then it becomes similarly, this will be, this will be, this will be, this will be, if you forgetting it, definitely here if you multiply, if you convert this factor, if you take here 3 terms, if you take here 3 terms, then you have to multiply at least that means 2 times by 2. There, if there are 3 terms, then you have to multiply by how many terms? 2 times. Similarly, if there are n minus 1 term, that means here 2 to the power n minus 1, definitely you can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, that means 4, but here 2 to the power n minus 1. 2 to the power, if you consider 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, dot 2 to the power minus 1. Definitely, if you convert 2 terms as this term, what do you get? You get simply 1 by 2, because you have to multiply single 2. If you take 2 term, if you take 3 term, you have to multiply 2 by 2 times. That means by this step, by 2 into 2. Then you get a simplified form, that means this expression. If you get 4 terms, then you have to multiply 2 to the power 3. But there are how many terms? 2 to the power n minus 1 terms. 2 to the power n minus 1. If that means there are n minus 1 terms. That means if there are n minus 1 terms, then you have to multiply this factor, by which you have to multiply by 2 to the power n minus 1 term. If you multiply by 2 to the power n minus 1, then what will be happen? Then in numerator you get what? Sin 2 to the power n minus 1 into a by sin a. Because in denominator sin a is fixed, only differ by this factor. Or how does this factor reduced, that means replaced by new term? You can see that if you take 3, here you get 2 to the power 2, that means 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 6, but here you get 2 to the power n. That means you have to get n to cos to the power n, that means you have to definitely multiply up to n terms. So I multiply 2 to the power n, and in denominator sin a is fixed, it doesn't disturbed by any way, and in numerator, as you know that if you take here 2 to the power n, then it becomes also 2 to the power n, and finally you get 2 to the sin 2 to the power n a, which is your required answer. I think you understand. This is nothing, simple observation. If you couldn't understand this, I want to again tell you by second way. Be careful. You can see again second way. Because nothing in this problem. Sometimes students exhaust to see this problem, but I think that there is nothing. Suppose that I take only 2 terms, cos a into cos 2. Only 2 terms. Or suppose that I take only single term cos a. I take single term cos a. Now, here, what is here? 2 to the power 0? You know? Yes. Now, I want to convert as this form. Definitely you multiply 1 by 2. Firstly, you multiply sin a, because sin is always common form. So, if you multiply by sin a in numerator and denominator, what do you get? Sin a into cos a. In denominator, sin also, and denominator 1 upon 2. Also, you have to multiply 2. Then, in numerator, what do you get? sin 2. 1 upon 2 into sin A into sin 2. That means if 2 to the power 0, then there will be 2 to the power 1. And sin A will be always common, but there will be 2 to the power 1. That means if here 2 to the power 0 maximum power, then you have to take 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 1 and in the limit 2 to the power 0. Now again I take cos A into cos 2A. Now you have to multiply 2 sin A and 2 sin A into cos A into cos 2A. Then you get 1 upon 2 sin A into, it will be sin 2A into cos 2A. If you multiply again by 2 and divide by 2, what you get? You get again in numerator sin 4A and it will be 1 upon 4, that means 2A square into sin A into sin 4. Now I want to tell you there are two terms. There are two terms. What do you get? There will be power 2. There will be power 2. That means 2A square, that means power 2. And there will be power 1. 2 to the power 1. That means there are only two terms. Here how many terms? Because number of terms depend upon here power. 2 to the power 0, that means 1. 2 to the power 1, that means 2 power. 2 to the power 2, that means power 3. That means increase. Here 2 to the power n minus 1, power 2 to the power n minus 1. So number of terms will be n, because n minus 1 plus 1, that means number of terms will be n. So whole expression will be 2 to the power n, because number of terms is taken as power of 2. So it will be 2 to the power n into sin A. It will be always taken, because in each factor you get this. Now here you have to write, as you know that this factor is written here, so you have to write it sin 4. That means power is taken here, so you have to write 2 to the power n minus 1 into A. This is your 2 to the power n, which is your required answer for this question. I think understand this logics. Now this is nothing. Sometimes it is also very useful for you. I want to I think understand. Now I want to take a problem which is based on same theorem. You have to find the value of cos pi by 65 into cos 2 pi by 65 into cos 4 pi by 65 dot 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 cos 32 pi by 65. How can you find this problem? It is looking very tough problem for you. So how can you solve this problem? I want to tell you. You can see this is as this. This is taken by this formula. Here A is equal to pi by 65. Now you have to see how much power is it. 32. That means 2 to the power 5. 5 can be written as 6 minus 1. Now you can see that n is equal to what? 6. N is equal to what? 6. Because if you have 32 is equal to 2 to the power 5. But 2 to the power can be written as n minus 1. That means in that case you have to write it 6 minus 1. And n is equal to 6. So n is equal to 6. You get n equal to 6. So you have to write 2 to the power 6 into sin A, always sin A, that means pi by 65 into in numerator will be sin 2 to the power n, that means n is equal to 6. So you have to write 6 to the power 6 into A is equal to what? Pi by 65. So you have to write pi by 65. Now if you manipulate it, you get what? 1 upon 220 to the power 60 to the power 6 into sin. It will be 64 pi by 65. That will be sin pi by 65. So you can write sin pi by 65. Sin 65 cancel. It will be 1 upon 26 because it becomes sin 64 pi by 65. That will be sin pi minus pi by 65. Sin pi minus theta is equal to sin theta. So can you write sin pi by 65? And both terms cancel each other. Finally, you get 1 upon 2 to the power 6. I think you understand again this concept. Now I take another problem for you. Another problem will be 1 minute wait. Another problems for you will be if sin x is equal to 34. If sin x is equal to 1 upon 3, find sin 3x will be what? I think this is very easy. I don't like to solve this because sin 3 theta is equal to what? 3 sin x minus sin 2x. You have to put the value of it. Now I take 35. 35 in which problem if alpha plus beta is equal to pi by 2, then maximum and minimum value of them, maximum and minimum value of sin alpha into sin beta. Now firstly solve it. It is very easy. Since alpha plus beta is equal to pi by 2, so can you write beta is equal to pi by 2 minus alpha? After applying on both sides beta, what do you get? Sin beta is equal to sin pi by 2 minus alpha. That will be cos alpha. Now, in expression you have to put the cos alpha in place of sin beta. So can you write sin alpha into cos alpha? After multiplying factor by 2 and 2 dividing, you get 2 sin alpha into cos alpha. That will be sin 2 alpha. That means this expression sin alpha into sin beta will be 1 upon 2 into sin 2 alpha. Now, it becomes what? I want to tell 1 upon 2, 1 upon sin 2 alpha. As you know that since sin always lies between minus 1 and 1. Do you know? Sin theta, that means sin 2 alpha is always greater than or equal to minus 1 but less than or equal to 1. After dividing on both sides by 2, you get what? Minus 1 by 2. That means sin 2 alpha by 2 is always greater than or equal to minus half but less than or equal to half. In that case, what can you say about this expression? Sin 2 alpha by 2 is just as 1 upon 2 sin 2 alpha, which is as well equal to sin alpha into sin beta. In that case, you get sin 2 alpha by 2 is greater than or equal to minus half but less than or equal to half. So you can say that here maximum value of sin alpha into sin beta will be 1 upon 2 but minimum value of sin alpha and sin beta will be minus half. This is it. This is its a solution. What is the maximum? Maximum value of sin alpha into sin beta will be half and the minimum value of sin alpha and sin beta will be minus half. Now I take next problem for you. 36. In 36 they ask you find range of function. Find range of function. You have to find the range of function for fx is equal to, if fx is equal to sin x to the power 4 plus cos x to the power 4 plus 1. How can you solve it? It is also very easy for you. Now I want to tell you how can you solve this problem. It becomes very easy. Firstly, can you write it sin square x plus cos square x whole square minus 2 sin square x into cos square x plus 1. I think you understand that. Now this value will be 1 and you get minus 2 sin square x into cos square x. If you multiply in this term by 2 and divide as to 2, you get what? 1 upon 2 into 4 sin square x into cos square x. 4 sin square x into cos square x will be what? 2 sin x into cos x whole square plus 1. Now as you know that 1 and 1 will be 2 minus 1 upon 2. 2 sin x into cos x whole square will be sin 2x. Sin 2x, that means sin square 2x will be 2 minus half into sin square 2x will be what? 1 minus cos 2x by 2. After manipulating, what do you get? 2 minus half. minus plus half into cos 2x. And you know that 2 to the 4 minus 1, that means 3 by 2. Minus half cos 2x. Half cos 2x. Now, you can solve it. How? As you know that cos 2x maximum and minimum value. Now, you have to proceed by simple way. I think you simplify in terms. Now, thereafter, since cos 2x is greater than or equal to minus 1 but less than or equal to 1, you have to multiply on both sides minus half. What do you get? It becomes minus half but less than or equal to minus half cos 2x. And less than or equal to, it becomes minus half here, but as inequality sign is converted, so you can write again same way. It becomes half. And if you write again, if you add on both sides 3 by 2, what do you get? 3 by 2 minus half less than or equal to 3 by 2 minus half into cos 2x less than or equal to 3 by 2 plus half. That means what? 2. So this expression is equal to what? This is fx. This is fx. So you can say that fx is greater than or equal to 3 by 2 minus half. That will be what? 1. That means fx is greater than or equal to 1 minute by 2 1 minute. Sorry, adding you know. You fill the chart 5. 3 by 2. This is correct. No, no, this is correct. Then you get what? uh, so 1 minute wait. 3 by 2 and 2. Sorry, minus minus plus, but in that direction minus half, that will be correct. And if you add 3 by 2, what do you get? It will be 1 minute later. I have done some mistakes, I think. Sin x to the power 4 plus 1 minus 2 sin square 2x and plus 1 and plus 1 plus 2 and 1 minus cos 2x, cos 4x, right? Here will be cos 4x, cos 4x, and cos 4x will be minus minus plus by 2. Okay, 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 okay. I have done some mistakes. Here will be 2 minus half plus half cos 4x. Half cos 4x. There is also already half. There is also already half. I have forget it. And if you take it, then it becomes 1 upon 4 and it becomes 1 upon 4. In that case, it becomes 7 by 4 minus 1 by 4 cos 4x. 1 by 4 cos 4x. Now we have to do this process. If you multiply 1 by 4, it becomes 1 by 4, it becomes 1 by 4, it becomes 1 upon 4. And we have to add 7 by 4 on both sides. If you add 7 by 4, it becomes 7 by 4 plus 1 by 4. In that case, it becomes 2. It becomes 2 and it becomes 5 by 2. That means 7 by 4 and sorry, there should be 4. Now it becomes 3 by 2. So you can say that fx is greater than 3 by 2 but less than or equal to 2. So finally you can say that maximum value of fx will be 2 and the minimum value of fx will be 3 by 2. So if you get fx is greater than or equal to 3 by 2 and less than or equal to 2, which is your range. Range means that which value can get in defined domain given function. This is the range. Now I take the next problem for you. Next question will be 37. I think this is also very easy. You can solve it. I want only hint. Sin x is equal to 3 by 5. Sin x is equal to 3 by 5. And x is greater than 0 and less than pi by 2. Find the value of sin 2x. What is the value of sin 2x? I think sin 2x can be found simply to sin x into cos x if you know the value of sin x. So easily you can also find the value of cos x because cos x is equal to under root 1 minus sin square x. So you can find the value of also this expression. Now if you find cos x, then you can find also. Similarly you can also find 10x. Then you have to find the cos 2x. What is the value of cos 2x? As you know that cos 2x is equal to also 1 minus 2 sin square x. Simply put and you get your answer. Again it will be 10 to 4, 10 to x. What is the value of, with the help of sin x you have to find the value of 10x. That will be 3 by 4. And you can use this formula to 10x divided by 1 minus 10 square x and you get 10 to x. Next will be 10 to sin 4x. I think sin 4x is very easy. Sin 2 sin 2x into cos 2x. I have already get the value of sin 2x by manipulation. Again cos 2x also. Now you have to put and you will find an answer. I think 38 is easy. Now you have to solve 39. I want to write 39 again. What does it tell? 39. In the 39, uh, find sin x by 2. They ask to use sin x by 2, cos x by 2, tan x by 2. If sin x is equal to 1 upon 4, there is given sin x is equal to 1 upon 4. Then you have to find the value of sin x, cos x, tan x by 2. How can you find it? Because here sin x is equal to sin x is equal to 1 upon 4. And there is also given x doesn't belong to first quadrant. X doesn't belong first quadrant. As you know that there is sin x is equal to 1 upon 4. As you know that sin will be positive in only first quadrant and second quadrant. In first quadrant and second quadrant. According to question, x doesn't belong first quadrant. So it will definitely lie in second quadrant. Now you have to write it clearly. X lies in pi by 2 but less than pi. This is your interval. Now you have to find if x lies greater than pi by 2 but less than pi by 2, then definitely you can say that x by 2 lies pi by 4 but pi by 2 after dividing both sides. That means this angle lies pi by 4 to pi by 2. Pi by 4, that means 45 degree and 90 degree. That means this angle x by 2 goes in first quadrant. That means sin x by 2, cos x by 2, tan x by 2. Every will be positive. Now you have to find sin x by 2, cos x by 2, tan x by 2. Now there arises a simple problem. How can you find the value of sin x by 2, cos x by 2, tan x by 2? I want to give you some hint which is relevant to this. Firstly, I give you some other concept. Let sin x is equal to, can you write here given sin x is equal to 1 upon 4? Can you write sin x is equal to 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2? Can you write? Now it will be 2 sin x by 2 into, can you write cos x is equal to 1 minus? Not right, don't write. Don't go by this way. I want to give you some another way by which you can solve again. Sin x is equal to 1 upon 4 is given. Sin x is 1 upon 4 is given. I think you know sin x can be written as 2 tan x by 2 by 1 minus tan square x by 2. Can you write? Now it will be 1 upon 4. Suppose that tan x by 2 is equal to y. In that case, 2y by 1 minus tan square, that means 1 minus y square. Now by manipulation you get quadratic equation, you can find easily y. You can find easily y. That means y will be what? Y will be tan x by 2. If you get tan x by 2 y, which will be positive, be careful here. You get from this expression y, after cross multiplication you get quadratic equation using Sridharacharya formula. X is equal to minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4c divided by 2a. You get tan x by 2 is equal to y, something. If you get tan y is equal to tan x by 2, then you have to simply again find sin x by 2 and cos x by 2 with the help of cos x by 2, because with the help of tan x by 2, because if tan x by 2, suppose that it becomes anything, in that case it becomes as a perpendicular by base. It becomes when it becomes perpendicular by base, then you can solve you can find also hypotenuse. If you get the hypotenuse, then you can find any trigonometric function, that is tan x by 2, cot x by 2, sin x by 2, cos x by 2. Then it becomes easy. I think in this class your whole concept is clear. That means whole exercise will be covered. Now you have to solve whole exercise, and if you have any problem, then you can ask to me on comment section. Thanks all of you. In the next class I will again meet you, and I will discuss some other exercise and some other concepts.